Hello, my name is Inuga Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. No. Hey, my name's Anthony, and some might be unaware, totally oblivious to this, but I have a new microphone now, and I decided to go with silver. It's the Zeal Sound microphone, and was kind of having some issues with it. And I need a desk. I need a desk. I need maybe for like forget my TV. I'd like to have like a upgrade to like a 55 QLED display. And I'm not sure if this is going to be too loud or whatever, but I'm sort of, try to keep respectful and whatever. And I like people who do podcasts like Conan O'Brien, who used to be late night, and definitely Ephemera Rift. Um, yeah, there's a lot in my head, and every day I don't really hear from anybody. And for all yes, I'm just drinking some vanilla Earl Grey tea. I dropped my acoustic guitar on my fucking foot today when I was doing Painkiller. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of 3 Days Grace stuff on here because they're my favorite band. I don't think I broke anything, but yeah, part of me feels like just like my body weight and the way I dress and the way I present myself that I'm still like in my early 20s or 18, but I'm like, I had a call, I was on a talk renewing my virtual Visa debit card with my bank today, and they're like, "What's your age?" And I'm like, 29. So yeah, and it's tough, and I really haven't really had a lot of relationships, and sometimes don't know who I am. Um, because originally I went by my first name on this channel, and Anthony's my second middle name, and I adopted an entirely different last name uh, for here and my Spotify, and I just kind of get even when I talk about explaining myself because I feel like I shouldn't do that. There's something preventing me from whatever and all these ideations and all these intrusive thoughts. There's a group, virtual group, I guess, through a mental health thing that I might try and do tomorrow. Depends because my hours are so all over the place. I had a bit of puff of my joint. That's not really helping me because I don't really use cannabis or smoke anymore. We're still on. It's the blue light. So little things like that just overwhelm me. Um, I don't know why it's getting so intense right now, but I'm just in the place where it's doom, doom. It's just like you know what things are, but then your mind is like fucking things around with you. Like you look at the font, you choose your customized font on your phone, and you see the outer thing, or you're feeling like you're hallucinating, but you're not. And that's the way I see it, or I'm tripping out, even with or without anything. And the toughest part is like there's no one here to like bring me out of it, or I mean I have some people, but they're not people that you know checking me out a lot. There's dark things on each side of my so-called family. Um, yeah, I've had a lot of things. Um, just thrown at me, whether it's criticism or whatnot. And I end up having to remove a lot of the troll comments and stuff. And you got to, because who wants to just leave things that are like that? So I've had to put the styrofoam thing that came with the, or it was kind of a box of the microphone, and place it on here in this side table in the chair or whatever. And yeah, so it's more than overthinking things. Um, I don't know if any of you guys, whatever, you might just view this and not say anything. So don't say anything. No, I want people to engage, and I know that no one. I tried on Twitch. I tried every every platform that does live streams, that no one really cares too much. But I've been in a sort of area in my life that I kind of like question things and feel so goddamn artificial that it worries me. And yet I'm in a place where I'm just so like, this is it. I'm going to be having to go to food banks every week like I do. And this is where I'm at. And I'm desperate. I'm in a thing where, like, oh, you know, you're going to make your day, man. You're going to make your day. One day you're going to be big. No, I've had this channel since 2008. So it's like 16, 17 years, just about around there. Um, I don't think I'm ever gonna really get big. They don't know how to handle me. And like I've said before, I want to come out with a song if I can. I'm just gonna have to just really, not sure. But I mistake things for what they are. Like, I know what things are, but I see things as like maybe they're more threatening than they are. Like I got this. Oh, hurts to move my toe around my right foot because I dropped my guitar today. I just wasn't sure if I was gonna place it to the love seat, back in the case, or on my bed. It just fell right on my foot. I'm like, ow. But I got this. No, I got this on Monday, and got this. I didn't need to get this, but it'll be my third time watching this if I do end up putting it in. And even watching movies by myself, it just, I mean, something like this to revisit because I love this movie so much. And I saw it twice in the theaters by myself in the summer. Um, Man, I just wish there were some people that should be watching the movie with me that don't really give two shits about anything in my life. But yeah, it's a really good movie. I wish there's people that can just feel um, the darkness that I feel every day, that I go through, um, the existential thoughts. Um, am I here? Am I not? What should I do? Should I do it? And I don't know what keeps me going on. And I've been told about like grounding techniques in the past, or breathing. There's only so much you can do. I don't self inflict on purpose. But I have lost some people. One was my great uncle, my friend Tina. Um, yeah, they took their own lives, and yeah, this video is probably going to be pretty hard to share, but I probably will end up sharing it. Kind of worry about that. I mean, even when I had no place to live, I I was doing videos and uploaded them on my data, or if I could get latched onto library Wi-Fi. So there's that. And I felt like I've uploaded quite a bit of stuff since over a year ago when I did the cover of Redemption, 3 Days Grace song, and that was the title that like I'm back because there's 2 years I didn't do videos on here. I had another channel. I just took my stuff away on YouTube because I post something that they didn't like and they didn't give me warning. And I'm not on Facebook or Instagram anymore. They took that away from me, and yeah, people end up reporting you just because you're someone who thinks how you do, and I don't I don't really care. There's no issue with me not being on Facebook or Instagram. I don't can care less being on there because no one really acknowledges me on there and never did, and everyone just laughs at you at the end of the day. But if anyone seeing this, let me know your thoughts on it. It's a great movie. Great movie. Beetlejuice 2 was a movie that was my most anticipated this year, and for some reason, just fell short. I just felt so disappointed. Um, yeah, more than slightly disappointed. And Deadpool Wolverine came out a little bit before Beetlejuice 2, and it's just really just I don't know, it just spoke to me. Like there was emotional hits, there was emotional scenes in there that emotional calls. Um, the whole car scene, and I think more towards the end, um, when Deadpool and Wolverine are sort of there, and you're hearing the whole what was it? Like a Prayer, the choir version of the Madonna song, and the way it's and I listen to that sometimes, slowed down, or the original, just the non-slowed down version, and it just hits me, and you hear all the choir, and it's like sad. Everything is sad, and frustrating. But I'm sort of more into this sort of neutral, immune, mutual thing. I We all know where I'm not really happy with where I'm living at. It's been like that for a bit, but I don't know what to do. I Everything just plays out like a movie scene, a video game cutscene. I worry about not being able to cry too much. But then I look at a video of Troy Baker, the guy that voiced Joel in the video game The Last of Us, and he's talking about how they made it and da, 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 da. And then I was just crying from the get-go, the introduction, the prologue of the game, and just that's me. That's me. I sort of thought of thought of me being like in Ellie's position when I had no place to live and just backpacking it, avoiding people, clickers, or seeing people that were on drugs as like infected people and clickers. And I had some alarming people that I had to run away from and that were, you know, just trying to cause some commotion. Um, but now I'm in a place of my own, but it just sucks that I'm so alone. Like I visualize things, I visualize so many people on my live stream or watching a video and getting it, the whole thing from start to finish. But my video analysis on YouTube Studio shows me, or you censor it to Studio, because yeah, YouTube can censor people. Now they've only watched about a minute, 30 seconds of a 20-minute video, or 1 minute of a 5-minute video. I'm just like, huh? And then there's a weekly analysis. There's a weekly analysis of people. How many people tuned into you this week? Oh, you uploaded 3 videos and 5 live streams. No one looked at you. Oh, there's only 47 people that just went, and they didn't really want to say anything. Or there's 3 people that give you thumb up on a video. You look at the video and there's only one. There's only 2. So where's the error? I know I shouldn't be worrying about that, but it really affects me when I've been trying for a long time. I've had my PlayStation back since August, and I've been trying for about 4 months or so. And a lot of the times I do stream, and no one really cares. Where are the people? And that's what I'm feeling like a lot now. Like, is there a point doing anything? Because I'm just going to be anonymous and invisible at the end of the day and having to deal with this. And I want to feel okay again. I really do. We can only assume that the 2025 is just going to be more disappointment and whatever have you. I should probably try and give this a watch. Just escape for a little bit and to, yeah, to be my third watch to see it again. I can't believe I dropped my guitar today. Oh, my foot, that hurt. My toe is still throbbing with it. Not as much, but man, I really hate pain. I'm not a big fan of pain. I'm not sure if anyone out there is going through similar stuff like me. Like I have no one, no family, and I'm doing this all by myself. And yeah, having completely different what do you call it? This persona now. I try to be genuine. I even question the things I do, like this recording, the things I said on here, and I'm just I know I'm so harsh on myself because the world is so harsh on me. I mean, I didn't. I haven't had really the greatest upbringing in life, and just kind of haven't been able to. There hasn't been really a lot of people to support me, and I'm doing all I can. I do things when I'm so incredibly tired, and the fatigue and whatnot kind of worries me a little bit. I'm hoping that this microphone, I think this microphone sounds okay. It has an echo mode. Echo, 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 echo. Probably don't need that. Mm. I'd say Deadpool and Wolverine is probably the best out of the three. I used to live down the road from Hatley Castle where they filmed X Men School, and they started doing that X Men 2 and X Men 3. They added a little bit of an X Men Days of Future Past, and then they put that thing back in there in Deadpool 1 and 2, but it's not featured at all in Deadpool and Wolverine. I guess Deadpool and Wolverine is Deadpool 3. Yeah, you gotta think inflation, what the Canadian government's doing now. I've been worrying about a lot of things out of my control, and watching, gain information from videos and whatnot. But everything's so neutral and mutual and draining. So, what else can I say? I've got I got these two speakers now. I've had this since June, July, and I've got a second one now. The green. I think this is my primary one now. The green one, I'm not sure. Whichever, 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 whichever. You might be hearing my stomach while making noises while I'm here. But... So you press these at the same time. I'm a Soundcore boy. So I've had a lot. I have everything I have is Soundcore. Though I've had to get I'm just kind of frantic and whatever. Like, I've been that's probably an example of, my PTSD and whatever have you, but it's tough. Even when I sleep, I don't have a place to relax because I always wake up with nightmares, daymares, and I can't even really tell you what they're really about because it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I know what some of them were saying, but it's like, why can't I have something nice? God, I miss living in Victoria. I have this portrait of Victoria that I got at the Bay Center Mall. I wish I was back there. And why? Because there's just more stuff to do. I don't I don't play Gladstones anymore. And I'm not gonna really get into that really, but um, yeah, there's just other things I need to do, and I don't need to be shafted so many times. Like, you're gonna play. No, 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 you're gonna play after him, and then you don't, and you're like, okay, okay, I'm gone. I'm never gonna play here again. Um, and I've been doing that for a year, almost 11 months. So yeah, might as well stop on my best one I did was No Rain and I'm Blue. Those two songs, I felt like that was my best covers I've done at an open mic yet. So no, I have no reason to go there or play there ever again, to be honest, really. And I don't drink. I don't drink anymore. Weed and edibles and whatever. Yeah, yeah. And then I've just had a joint. I've had a joint today. It slipped out of my hand. So hopefully it'll be okay. I kind of worry about that if there'd be stuff from it. But that's even overwhelming me. Like I just feel like I'm more eligible or whatever you eligible. When I was younger, my dad's girlfriend said that, I have a problem of saying create. I didn't have no problem saying create. It's like created, not created, not created. That would just bug me. So she was the full fucking queen of, you know, hag of saying correction and making all these other things or whatever. And my dad would just not get it. And yeah, so it's really tough when you're the blackest sheep ever. Uh, that's what my mom would say. I've heard her say it. But if she is, then I must be the like noir, like the blackest of the night or whatever. Because I'm always bestowed with misfortune. Oh, why is this happening? And wrong place, right time, right place, wrong time. And something happens. Oh, he did that. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Oh, so you're gonna get you're gonna, and hopefully that doesn't happen. But even losing my friend Kieran, who was going to replace my drummer a long time ago, he's been gone 10 years, died of a freak accident. I think about him, but I don't even really talk about him. Same with Tina, but they're there. And yeah, it's really tough. It's like, why? It's like, why is it so tough, you know? Mm. Yeah. Yeah, if I was back in Victoria, I would definitely like to play some of the open mics there or Bard and Bunker Bar. This seems kind of nice. I would hear music outside there. Some really talented people. It's just really nice. It's my city. It's what I feel is the place that I'd call like that I felt somewhat happy and had the privilege of being there. The capital, the capital of not the capital of Canada, the capital of BC. So yeah, and I moved there 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago almost. But Hopefully I'll get to come back to that city again. Hard to say. Say one way or another, hopefully. Yeah, I'm an open book. I'm an open book, but I've just been sort of just like there's a thing I gotta do. I feel like I gotta do. I gotta work on this cover or do this thing. And I'd like to write a song, but it doesn't seem like I'm able to do one by myself because there's something preventing me from doing it beyond writer's block and whatnot. Yeah, yeah. Well, if you made it this far and listen to me, do let me know and comment. I wanted to revisit Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man again, and also beyond the whole superhero genre. Um, I've always been sort of like a superhero kind of, just like it, just really like it. But beyond that, Lemony Snicket, a series of unfortunate events with Jim Carrey, it's 20 years old now. It's 20 years old. And I remember when my aunt, uh, she took me to see it, and I guess it came out in December, so it's yeah, pretty much 20 years now. And the movie's so good. Maybe I should give that a watch too. I actually own it on DVD. I've, I've had that thing since probably 2004. So last 20 years I've had that DVD. I remember the poster of Jim Carrey on there, and I was took him. I knew Jim Carrey, and I knew all these actors by names, but the way that the whole his hair and the makeup and what they got him into. I mean, Jim Carrey was so young then. It was like in his must have been like in his 30s, not even maybe not even in his 40s yet, or around maybe in his 40s. I think the guy's 60 now. I thought it was Christopher Lloyd. It was not Christopher Lloyd, but it was kind of Count Olaf, and oof, there's a guy from Harry Potter that plays Mr. Poe or something in there. I can't remember his name, but and then there's Billy Connolly. Hey, Billy Connolly, Billy Connolly. Did I not tell you that we're going to Peru? You try that. You try that again. I'll be cooking your furry blind bohoki. You try that again. I'll be cooking your flabby flaring blind bohoki. Did I not tell you that we're going to Peru? Oh, you're breaking everything, Chris Farley, in my shop. Yeah, Billy Connolly was good, but I think something happened. For those that saw Lemony Snicket, I didn't see I can't remember the guy's the guy that did the TV show. Oh, Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. But this is the kind of things that I'd like to talk about, and there's just an empty canvas. There's just an invisible audience every time I live stream or upload something. It's like, is there a point in really doing all these things? Like I said, but those things were really, really good for me then. Like Lemony Snicket's such a good movie. Haven't seen it in some years. Maybe I've seen it 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6, maybe 7 years ago. It's really hard to say, but I know that was like one of the best things that I saw, witnessed in theaters when it came out. And now it's 20 years old. It makes me feel so ancient. Like the actress that was in that movie, I think her name's Emily something. She's so cute. But she's 35, so she's a little bit older than me. She's 6 years older than me, I believe. And it just makes me feel ancient. But you can't control that. You can't control that. I had existential talks with people and like teachers and counselors, and there was people from hospice coming to see me because of my fixation, not my fixation, but my existential fear on the possibility of dying. I've been scared like that ever since I was a toddler about all these different topics and whatnot. But there's definitely a void, and there's no acknowledgement for the most part. But I like to do podcasts and I'd like to not just podcast, but just openly get out stuff. And I've been doing this for a while, and I definitely would like to have a desk. There's other things that I like to have need to do. So if there's somebody out there that has some stuff of their own, if they have money, if they have something, a little bit, like $5, $10, $2, you can go to my Ko-fi page and send me something so I can get a small desk, so I can, that's not going to be super expensive. I thought about getting a new electric guitar. That might have to wait until my next paycheck. I'm thinking of maybe a Fesley guitar. They're like $200, and an amp probably like maybe under $100 at least. Um, what else here? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't have a lot of room here, but just to help me out financially and help me here with what that stuff I want to do to help make better things for this channel if people don't like it so much. But that's all I can really have to say about that. About the possibility of if you want to support or help me out, it's there. Well, hopefully I came in clear and clarity and yeah. What day is it? I don't even know. Is it Groundhog Day again? We're living the same day as yesterday, and yesterday was today, and yesterday's today, and today is today. I'm in my own unit. I'm on my own place. My fears should be gone, right? No, 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 no. No, I can feel like crap all out here, and I don't even really ask for anyone anymore because I know it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I even look to, I think of another favorite movie of mine is a Disney movie, Renaissance of the whatever the golden years, or the Hunchback of Notre Dame. It came out in 1996, and God, I've seen myself in that movie so many times as Quasimodo, and just all the stuff that happens in there. It's a really good Disney movie, and they don't talk about it a lot. For some reason, Notre Dame got burnt, and they were talking about remaking it, and maybe they will. And I don't want to overstay my welcome and or let you over welcome. But thanks for listening, and yeah, I think I'm gonna watch Deadpool Wolverine or something. I kind of need sort of a little bit of escapism and something to speak to me and kind of be there for me. I did pull Wolverine. It's so funny. It's so funny. I hope it wins some awards or whatever. And Disney did really good on making that with Ryan and everyone and Kevin Feige. Just yeah, it's such a good thing. Okay, guys. Hopefully, hopefully you got to listen to the whole thing and or watch the whole thing or whatever. And uh, yeah. Anyways, see you guys.